Millions in Syria and Iraq are facing water shortages as the region's longest river, the Euphrates, dries up. Different catastrophes have graced Earth in its long history. The latest is the Euphrates River finally drying up. So what does this mean for the fate of humanity? The dying of the Euphrates has biblical and scientific significance. Many Christians are watching the Euphrates River because it is almost dry, and because there is a Bible verse associated with it that mentions 4 fallen angels once it has dried up. These biblical revelations come with strange sounds and tunnels beneath ruined land structures. So is the dying of the historical Euphrates River due to the upcoming fulfillment of scriptures in Revelation, or another reason we need to be aware of? And are these tunnels where fallen angels are imprisoned or just forgotten underground tunnels of the old Babylonian Empire? Watch this video to get all your answers, so let's find out. Several civilizations have called the Euphrates banks home in the past. The Mesopotamian Empire, i.e. Babylonian, was one of the most significant. In what was known as the Fertile Crescent, the empire was situated directly between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. That's because the region made the most of the river at the time and prospered along it. Now Iraq is home of that region. The river, which has a length of 1,740 miles, is considered to be Asia's longest river. The river flows from Turkey via Syria, Iraq, and Turkey before merging into the Persian Gulf. The river basin has evolved along with the rest of the planet as people have populated areas extremely near the river, changing its natural course thousands of years ago. It was said that whoever controlled the river's water could reap the most success. One of the earliest cities to benefit from the Euphrates River was Babylon. With it, the city grew enormously powerful. The Euphrates River is becoming dire. The river is much smaller than it was a few years ago due to the water policies of Iraq's neighbors, Turkey and Syria. A 2-year drought, years of overuse by Iraq and its farmers, and these factors combined. Some officials say it may soon be half what it is currently. The Euphrates River's decline has destroyed farmland along its banks, rendered fishermen destitute, and depleted riverbank villages as farmers leave for the city in search of employment. The book of Revelation predicted that the river's drying up would be a caution of the end times. All social classes, including sheikhs, ambassadors, and even members of parliament who return to their fields after weeks in Baghdad, suffer, though the impoverished suffer more severely. All these reasons have attracted the attention of scientists. Scientists have been monitoring the Euphrates River to determine what is causing it to dry up. A horrifying find was made on a dry riverbed they were conducting their research on. So what do you think they found? In the modern day, these rivers originate in the Taurus Mountains in southeast Turkey, where loads of snow from the Alps melt into the river from its source. These rivers then travel across the plains of Syria and Iraq before emptying into the Persian Gulf. Rainfall and rivers flowing into lakes are sources of the river's mass. The river basin is located in various climate zones, ranging from Mediterranean to hot, dry environment. Every year, rain and snowfall total up 3,500 millimeters in the top section of the basin. In comparison, the bottom segment of the river receives just about 60 millimeters of rain. The Tigris and Euphrates river systems are now experiencing poor water productivity, with climate change endangering the river's water systems and the lives of their residents. The Euphrates River, one of the historical rivers mentioned in the Bible, is one of the world's oldest inhabited locations. Yet the river system has altered dramatically throughout the years. Archaeologists noticed throughout their investigation that the water routes had shifted, providing evidence of ancient droughts, floods, and desolation periods. However, it's starting to run dry once more, with places that formerly provided food and water for people and animals turning into parched terrain. Each nation that borders the river, including Turkey, Syria, and Iraq, contributes a sizable amount of water to the river. Turkey is still the main distributor, though. The Euphrates River has been used for many things throughout its history and is still used for various things. It provides drinking water for the community's irrigation, for agricultural growth, industrial use, and recreation. Because of the river's importance, the three nations agree on its proper use. This demonstrates how important the river is to the well-being of every neighboring nation it borders. Syria, Turkey, and Iraq began researching water resources, harnessing in the 1960s. They needed to use the rivers better, which led to the construction of sophisticated water development projects on the Euphrates. At the start of the project, these countries did mostly only water development initiatives to reduce their floods. They began hydropower projects shortly after beginning their efforts and began concentrating more on activities related to drinking water. Water consumption became more and more necessary as each nation's population grew. Competition for water subsequently became an issue, forcing Syria and Turkey to construct dams to fend off floods and to act as a backup during droughts. The riparian nations' flood mitigation projects were rapidly transformed into irrigation projects as the construction rivalry between the nations heated up, and the hydroelectric generating plants were also factored into the equation. Because they became key drinking water sources, the demand for building these projects and power plants rose even more. The two rivers' natural evaporation anytime they passed the dry plains in Iraq and Syria increased the pull on the water. Water loss was made worse by the construction of dams on the river. As each country worked towards its specific national development, the Turkish nation likewise had certain development initiatives in its southeast area. The Ba'ath's regimes in Syria and Iraq began to focus on agricultural growth, and the initiatives they embarked on, like land reforms and large-scale irrigation projects, required massive amounts of water. The Southeast Anatolia Project, often known as GIAP by its Turkish abbreviation, was started concurrently with Turkey. The GIAP was established in the 1980s to increase hydroelectric power generation in Turkey's underdeveloped southeast districts. Turkey built 22 dams and 19 power plants due to this initiative throughout 9 provinces. The dams were erected to avoid flooding while providing irrigation, electricity, and drinking water. They were also built to change the economic situation in the country's southeast permanently. Following these occurrences, Syria and Iraq claimed that the Turkish government had impeded the Tigris and Euphrates flow in order to further its goals. The river's water had to be divided up following the Lausanne Treaty. It was necessary to regulate the entire water usage and make choices regarding it. This was crucial since one location couldn't just utilize all of the available water for itself while leaving the surrounding areas without any. As a result, the nations had to consult one another and decide how to ration the usage. What makes this river so special? The Euphrates River defined the Garden of Eden's perimeter. The Euphrates River was also the limit the Lord gave Abraham, where he was granted a certain amount of land. The Euphrates River is where Nimrod created the religion of Babylon and where the Tower of Babel was erected as an insult to the highest God. Many major biblical events took place in the region where the Euphrates River is situated. However, the dying Euphrates River has led to much speculation. With some evidence to back up these speculative claims, some biblical scholars believe that the drought in ancient rivers of the Euphrates and Tigris is due to Christ's second coming. This is because the book of Revelation in the Bible shows proof that the end time is near after mentioning the Euphrates River. According to the book of Revelation, the sixth angel poured out his bowl on the huge river Euphrates, and its waters dried up to make way for the kings from the east. In another biblical reference to Revelation 9:14, the Bible stated that the 4 angels were released and tied to the mighty river Euphrates. The 4 horns of the golden altar mentioned in Exodus 27:2 were the source of the voice that John perceived as speaking these words. Demons are commonly bound in the shackles of dismal darkness and are said to be fallen angels. The Bible also describes these angels as demonic entities imprisoned at the bottom of the great Euphrates River. Surprisingly, the great Euphrates River, which is said to have assisted these fallen angels for thousands of years, has a well-known connection to human sin. The first murder is said to have occurred close to the Garden of Eden, close to the Euphrates region, which lends credence to this assertion. Strange voices have reportedly been reported beneath the dying river. This evidence increases the conviction among Bible scholars that the Euphrates River event is a precursor to Christ's second coming. The drying of the Euphrates River has also revealed some land ruins. According to the website Antiquitatum, a history of Greece and Rome, a tunnel under the Euphrates River existed and remains in Babylon today. In addition to the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, another less well-known but equally remarkable feat in Babylon is building a tunnel beneath the Euphrates River that covertly united the existing royal's palace on either side of the river. Many of you are probably aware of the rumors that have been spread about the sounds that appear to originate under the Euphrates River. Some assert that they are genuine, while others assert that they are phonies. Some believe these are the voices of the chained angels from the book of Revelation, and that if you disagree with them, you essentially contradict the Bible. However, I don't think you are disputing the Bible just because you doubt a speculation's veracity. Do you believe these tunnels connect to the royal palaces of ancient Babylon, or are they the tunnels where angels are imprisoned? Many people are also thinking about land ruins that have become apparent from the ground owing to the severe drops in water levels. Additionally, certain tunnels in the remains have been exposed by many believed to be remnants of ancient Babylon. Another image shows the underground network of tunnels or tombs, which are numerous and are becoming more visible as a result of the water levels receding. People have been dispatched on missions to unearth historic sites and shed light. As a result, the populace knows what truly happened in ancient Babylon, the empire that once enjoyed great prosperity. However, they are something other than fallen angel tunnels. This tunnel is not where fallen angels are imprisoned. However, the more this issue is investigated, the clearer it appears that they are now transport routes linking ancient Babylon's royal palaces. And that's it for this exciting topic. Do you think the world is ending due to the fulfillment of the signs of the book of Revelation? Do you think there will be more signs of the end of the world? Please share your opinion in the comments below. Also, hit the like button, rate the video, and subscribe to our channel to see more videos like this. Thanks for watching.